sleep, and we were on the moon, flying high in a neon sky.
Hello one and all, my name is Rio and welcome to another matchday vlog. Tonight Chester FC make the venture up north to County Durham as we play Gateshead away, where we look to record our 6th clean sheet in January. So what a fantastic achievement that would be tonight. So it is going to be a really tough away match tonight because we are yet to win at Gateshead since 2009 and we do have a poor record in the North East. However, with the squad we do have this season, anything can happen, so hopefully with Chester being Chester we can change it around tonight. And also we do have 2 really tough away matches over the next few days, starting from tonight, so hopefully we can keep up our solidarity in defence to grind out some viable results. So of course I do hope you enjoyed today's video. If so, please like, subscribe and comment down your thoughts of the game below. So let's get into today's video right now. Enjoy. Saturday's huge win at home against alternative County Durham opposition will give us bags of confidence at a place where we are yet to win at since reformation. So, as you all may know, our last match was on Saturday as we hammered Darlington 3-0 at home to well and truly get back on track. So what a immense result it was against fellow playoff opponents. So the first half was quite even, to be honest. It was quite an open game which was quite enjoyable to watch because both teams played some nice expansive football. After just 12 minutes, we got off to the perfect start as Brad Jackson made it 1-0 to us with an incredible solo goal. So he ran with the ball from the halfway line because a Darlow player gave the ball away. He ran with it for about 30 yards and on the edge of the penalty area he unleashed an absolute rocket into the far corner to make it 1-0 to us. So the perfect start for us. 12 minutes later we had the ball in the net once again, but sadly it was disallowed for offside. So Anthony Dudley did score for us, but unfortunately the linesman already raised his flag up. So the second half was just as good in my opinion, if not even better, because we got off to a sensational start because we scored 2 goals in as many minutes. So the floodgates opened because on the 57th minute mark, Akwasi Asante made it 2-0 to us. So the corner by Joel Taylor went in and all Asante had to do was stab home at the back post. 2 minutes later, we wrapped the game up as Danny Livesey scored a header to make it 3-0 to us. So once again Joel Taylor got the assist. The free kick by him went in and Danny scored a header to make it 3-0. We had further chances to extend our scoreline as John Johnston went close, as did Gary Stopforth and of course Gary Roberts, but 3 goals was enough to easily win us the game. So you can watch all the goals in my matchday preview which was out yesterday, so make sure to head over if you haven't already.
One touch and all the church bells ring.
It will take about 4 hours to get to Gateshead from here, so it is going to be a really long journey. So I have been to Gateshead once before, which was 4 years ago, back on the opening day in 2016. So it was a scorching hot August day, but it was a miserable day out because we got annihilated 3-0 away under John McCarthy. So that season was a bit up and down, so we got off to the worst start possible. But hopefully tonight it will be a lot better because surely it can't be much worse than 2016 on the opening day. So it will take 4 hours to get to Gateshead, and Gateshead play at the Gateshead International Stadium, which holds 11,800. So although it is quite a big stadium, it is quite a dismal one because it's like a Eastern European stadium. The pitch is so far away from the stands, you need binoculars to actually see the pitch, and it's actually oval as well because Gateshead have a massive athletics track there because multiple events are held at the stadium throughout the entire year, and Gateshead also ground share with a rugby league team called Gateshead Thunder. So it is quite a poor stadium. It is quite big, but it's quite open too, so it is quite a dismal ground, but hopefully we can just get the job done tonight. So, on one side is the Thailand stand, which is a large covered all-seater stand which holds around 3,000 seats. It has a few supporting pillars towards the back which may hinder your view, but other than that, it is quite a steep stand, so you can get a decent view, if not far away though. Opposite that is the east stand, which is another covered all-seater stand, although it is a bit further away from the pitch, so it is quite a poor view from there, and I was actually in that stand a few years ago, but thankfully Gateshead have changed their away end. Behind one goal is the south stand, which is a uncovered seater stand. It has quite a oval bowl feature, so a bit like Hereford FC, but Hereford FC is a lot closer to the pitch, and the actual stadium, Edgar Street, is a lot better than Gateshead, but you get the picture, don't you? It's a bit of an oval feature due to the athletics track going around the pitch. And finally, behind the other goal is the north stand, which is another uncovered seater stand, although it is split into two, because the first stand is a small one which is situated towards the Thailand stand, and the second stand is a larger one, a longer one as well, which is situated towards the east stand, and once again it has quite a bowl oval shape as well which goes around the pitch. So tonight's game is going to be segregated, so we will be allocated 1/3 of the Thailand stand, so I don't think we'll take too many fans tonight, but hopefully we can still make a decent atmosphere. Gateshead have had a solid, if not unspectacular season so far, because they sit in the top 10 with a number of games in hand, so tonight is one of them, so hopefully we can stop them from going into the playoff places, because there are a few games tonight, the likes of Altrincham played tonight, who could move into the playoffs, so it is an important game for both sides tonight. So Gateshead actually got demoted from the National League last season, the league above, due to breaking financial regulations, although they did finish in the top 10 once again, so Gateshead did really well last campaign in the league above, but they still got demoted. So in the summer there was a mass overhaul at the Heed, as the Heed appointed former Newcastle United player Mike Williamson as their new manager, so he has done a decent job so far. Gateshead have one of the best home records in the league, so it is going to be a tough prospect for us tonight, but hopefully we can overcome it, because Gateshead have a few strong players there. They signed former Torquay United striker Rory Keating on Friday, which will give them a big boost ahead of tonight, but hopefully we can make it a poor debut for him, because Gateshead's match at Alfreton on Saturday was sadly postponed due to the tragic passing of Jordan Sinnott. In the midnight sky, oh. We have played against Gateshead 11 times before, and as I say, we have an appalling record against them, because we have only won twice out of 11, which is dismal. So our last match against Gateshead was back on January the 20th, 2018, and it was a horrible 3-1 home defeat. It was an awful day, it was, and funnily enough, it was actually my first ever vlog on my YouTube channel, so since then I have come a long way, but it was my first ever vlog on my YouTube channel, so you can watch the goals from that game in my matchday preview, which was out yesterday, so make sure to head over if you haven't already. My score prediction for today's game is Gateshead 2, Chester FC 3. So for Gateshead, I think Jordan Preston and JJ O'Donnell will score for them. And for the Seals, I think Anthony Dudley, John Johnston and Danny Livesey will score for us today. So I think it will be a goal fest, because a lot of our matches against Gateshead have produced a lot of goals. So I think tonight it will be well worth the 4-hour journey, and I think it will be a 3-2 win for us. Of course, I will be going to the game tonight, so look out for my matchday vlog, which will be coming up right now, so stay tuned. So, of course, I do hope you enjoyed today's video. If so, please like, subscribe, and comment down your thoughts of the game below. So come on City, can't wait, now it's going to be a long night out, a 12-hour night, but hopefully it will be well worth it. Come on you Blues! My whole wide world went so I have now arrived at the Gateshead International Stadium ready for tonight's game. So it took me 4 hours to get here, but I have just arrived about 1 hour before kick-off. So we are on a separate stand to last time, as I said before. So the view of the action's quite good, to be fair. I know we are a few miles away from the pitch, which is the only downside. But over there in Newcastle, there's quite a nice skyline over there. So it's a nice view of Newcastle, the city centre, and the River Tyne as well. So hopefully we can name a similar squad to Saturday. Hopefully JJ can play again, because he did really well in the second half against Darlington a few days ago. So yeah, should be a good game tonight. Two sides who are looking to get promoted back to the National League. So it should be a good game to watch tonight. Come on, you Blues.
Came out to play, then the whole wide world went zoom. Moonbeams dancing in the afternoon, shadows flowing as the roses bloom. Looking down on a wonderland. Oh, smash, just one kiss and I was out of whack. All at once there was no turning back. Oh, so far above the brightest star. Oh, soon you chase the day away. I knew the moon and stars came out to.
Come on, City! Come on, City! Come on, City! Come on, City! Here is your Gateshead squad for tonight's game. And here is your Chester FC squad for tonight's match. We are in a 4-4-2 formation, so in goal is number 1 Russ Griffiths, in defence is 2 Kevin Roberts, 5 Danny Livesey, 6 Simon Grand and 3 Joel Taylor. In midfield is 7 Brad Jackson, 4 captain Gary Roberts, 8 Gary Stopforth and 10 John Johnston. And up front is 9 Akwasi Asante and 11 Anthony Dudley. On the substitutes bench is 12 Alton Guatala, 14 Scott Burton, 15 James Jones, 16 George Glendon and 17 Matty Hughes. Enjoy the vlog. Come on, City. Come on, City! Come on, Brad! Come on now! Oh! Unlucky by Brad Jackson. He got to the byline, but the Gateshead defender did really well to deflect it. Go on, John. Go on. Oh! Unlucky, John! Come on, City! Come on, City! Come on, City! John Johnson nearly got his first goal. He did really well. He has loads of space, but his shot was just across the face of goal. Gateshead have gone close to making it 1-0 because their player cut inside, but Russ Griffiths had to get down low to make a smart parry. City! Come on, City! Come on, City! Come on, City! Come on, City! We are now halfway through the first half here at the Gateshead International Stadium, and it is still goalless, so I think we are doing okay so far. We're playing the ball around nicely. I'd say for the first 15 minutes of the game we have been the better team as we played some nice football, but we just need to muster some shots now, because for the last 5 or 10 minutes Gateshead have been better. They've started to come into life now, especially Jordan Preston on the left hand side, so we do need to try and keep an eye on him, otherwise Gateshead could start to create some chances. So the first half has been decent so far. Hopefully we can keep it going now. Come on you Blues. Oh, go on now, Jacko! Oh, unlucky by Brad Jackson. About on the edge of the area, and the Gateshead goal and made a good save. Come on, Sitton! Oh, left back is Martin, and his name is Bill Taylor. Oh, left back is Magic, and his name is Bill Taylor. John Johnson has been brought down from about 30 yards out, so we have a free kick from a promising position here. So it looks like either JJ or Gary Roberts is going to take it. Only about 10 minutes left now in the first half. So the first half it's been pretty evenly matched. Gateshead have been a bit dangerous in the last few moments. So it's going to be JJ. Oh, a bit of a low ball, but it went miles wide. Half time, Gateshead 0, Chester FC 0. So I think the first half has been quite a okay affair so far, quite even too, because we have had a few decent chances. John Johnson in particular, where a chance by him went across the face of goal, and a few moments later a shot by him on the edge of the area was straight at the Gateshead goalie. So for the first 15 minutes of the game we were the better team because we played some nice football. We made some nice moves as well. However, since then Gateshead have got back into the game, as they have been quite a dangerous side on the left hand side. In particular Jordan Preston has been quite a threatening player for Gateshead. So yeah, we're doing okay so far. We do need to try and create some more chances now, because both teams are they're giving the ball away a few too many times in midfield. So we do need to try and get our creativity back now, because Gateshead aren't a fantastic side. They are there for the taking, so it's all to play for now ahead of the second half. So hopefully the second half will produce a lot more memorable moments. Come on you Blues. Oh, left back is Magic and his name is Joe Taylor. Oh, left back is Magic and his name is Joe Taylor. City, oh! Come on now, JJ! Go on! He's not. Oh! Akwasi Asante was offside. John Johnston played the ball into Asante, clean through, but he was offside. Come on now, JJ! Much better. Oh, unlucky by John Johnson. A cross by him went wide. Gateshead 1, Chester FC 0. The goal has been coming because it's been all Gateshead so far in the second half. We've defended so negatively, and it was a good goal by the Gateshead player, to be fair. On the edge of the area, he killed it into the bottom right-hand corner to make it 1-0. It has been coming. Hey, come on, City! Come on, City! Go on, Grand! Oh, Simon Grant went for the header, but the Gateshead goalie gobbled it up. We are now halfway through the second half here at the Gateshead International Stadium, and it is 1-0 to Gateshead. So the second half we just haven't got going whatsoever. We've been awful today, we've been so negative defensively, we barely had any attacks whatsoever. So the only Gateshead goal came a few moments ago. It was a good goal, to be fair. It was a curling shot on the edge of the area, and it was coming because the second half it's been all Gateshead, so things do need to change now. Otherwise the game will continue to tick away, and we can't afford to be dropping valuable points tonight, so we do need to change things ASAP. Come on, you Blues. Go on, Joel! Oh! Joel Taylor was lucky to not have made it 1-0. A fitting shot from about 25 yards out caused the Gateshead goalie to have no issues. Gateshead 2, Chester FC 0. It's too easy again, another easy goal to concede. The corner went in and debutant Rory Keating headed in. Too easy second half. We just haven't got going at all. Only have 15 minutes left now and we haven't even made a single substitution. Awful. Oh wow, that was awful by Joel Taylor. George Glendon played the ball in, Taylor was at the back post, only about 7 yards out from goal, and his shot actually went out for a throw-in. Sums up the second half. Oh, go on, that's it. Oh, dear me, that was a terrible... Oh, go on now, we still got it. Oh, off the line. Alton Equatala had a chance. Go on! We have a corner now. Come on, City. Alton Equatala tried to clip the ball in, but Gateshead clear away for a corner, and it was just about to go in. So John Johnson is going to take it on the left-hand side. Not so long left now. We are dead and buried, but a consolation goal would be all right. So it's gone in. Oh, and Gateshead clear away once again. Oh, go on, good ball. Oh, decent ball by Joel Taylor. We've still got it now. Oh, and Gateshead clear away. We are starting to come back into it now, but it is way too late. We have another corner now on the left-hand side as Brad Jackson tried to cross the ball in, but Gateshead kicked it out. So only about 5 minutes left now. So not so long to go now, but the second half has been woeful. It's gone in by Johnson. Gateshead goalie punched it out. Oh, and it went back. And the Gateshead goalie catches it this time. Full-time Gateshead 2, Chester FC 0. A simply diabolical second half has sort of come out second best. So two really bad goals to concede. So it is going to be a really long journey back now. More reaction shortly.
Flying by, faster
2, Chester FC 0. So in my opinion, we were really disappointing tonight because we performed relatively well in the first half and we're still in it with plenty to play for. There wasn't much in it at all, but what baffles me is how negative we were in the second period. We dropped off way too deep and invited loads of pressure, which is why we deservedly lost tonight. Also, our midfield was lacklustre as they gave the ball away loads of times, failed to keep with their man and fizzled out as the game went on. In the first 15 minutes of the game, we were the better team as we sprayed the ball around really nicely on the deck, but for the remainder of the game, we played long ball which never worked whatsoever. Gateshead were a decent side to be fair, as they were a stubborn team who capitalised on our wayward approach. Also, they were much better than us, and we cannot complain because we have only ourselves to blame. So the first period was evenly matched because both outfits had their fair share of possession, but the only downside and otherwise decent encounter was the lack of chances created for both teams. As I said earlier on, we started off as the better side because we made some nice passing moves and were more dominant. John Johnston went inches close to breaking the deadlock early on as a cross-come shot whistled past the post, whilst JJ had another chance 4 minutes later as a hit on the edge of the area was straight at Brad James in the Gateshead goal. At the other end, Gateshead started to come into the game as Jordan Preston fired a shot straight at Russ Griffiths. Preston was a key outlet for the Heat, as he was a handful on the left-hand side who caused us problems. After our promising start, we faded away a little bit because we took a more direct approach to the game, which wasn't helped by the hosts by Gateshead beginning to look more lively. Scott Barrow was the next to go close for our opponents as he forced Griffiths to make a strong save, whilst at the other end, Johnston had yet another chance which was saved by James. On the half-hour mark, Preston went so close for Gateshead once again, with Griffiths having to get down low for the second time as he did really well to parry out. Opportunities then died out for both teams, but we still did well in the contest going into half-time. However, the second half was a completely different story to the first, as we just weren't in it at all. It was a dismal display by us because we emerged from the tunnel as a completely different side. As we dropped off so deeply to invite a loss of pressure, Gateshead thrived off that as they caused us a ton of problems on the attack and we just couldn't live with it. We lost our shape, failed to keep with our man and gave the ball away umpteen times. 20 minutes into the half, the inevitable happened as Jordan Preston unsurprisingly made it 1-0 to Gateshead. It was a good goal to be fair because he curled the ball into the bottom right hand corner on the edge of the area, although we gave him plenty of space. Our first attempt of the half came some 27 minutes in and this was a rather unspectacular one by Joel Taylor who fired into the hands of Brad James. 3 minutes later, Gateshead continued pressure, resulted in another goal as debutant Rory Keating made it 2-0. Defensively, it was a woeful goal to concede because the corner went in by Greg Ollie and an unmarked Keating netted a free header to double Gateshead's lead. For the final 10 minutes of the game, we did come back into it a little bit, but it was far too late to even muster a consolation, let alone an equaliser. To sum up a turgid evening for us, an effort by Taylor actually went out for a throw-in following a George Glendon delivery. We had two further opportunities as firstly a hanging Glendon shot was punched out by Gateshead's custodian before Taylor again had a howler as he smashed Miles over. A really subpar second half saw us deservedly muster nothing. So not many of our players can say they played well tonight, which makes options for our man of the match limited. I will go for John Johnston, who had a decent game, again as he was involved a lot in the first half by getting himself into some good positions. He had a couple of shots too where he was unlucky to not have broken the deadlock. Also, Anthony Dudley put in a good shift in the first half because he found a lot of space and was promising on the ball. Russ Griffiths made a few smart stops and couldn't have done anything for Gateshead's first goal. However, he should have gone out for their second, as it was an in-swinging corner, so he should have punched the ball away. Our midfield were very ineffective this evening because despite a strong start, they faded away a lot and failed to track Gateshead down. And finally, in attack, we lacked a lot of service as we had little chances, and that was down to our midfield, who struggled to pick out the killer pass. Our next match is on Saturday as we play York City away, where we simply have to perform for the entire game. It is likely to be quite a close, edgy encounter, so we must keep things tight at the back and improve a lot in midfield, because we will need a lot of quality and cleverness to get balls past Steve McNulty. A long journey back has just been made even longer with a lacklustre showing, because tonight we were all... Of course, I do hope you enjoyed today's matchday vlog. If so, please like, subscribe and comment down your thoughts of the game below. So a long journey has just been made even longer with a lacklustre showing tonight. So on Saturday we need to do loads better, because it is going to be a really tough game. So see you on Saturday. So of course on Friday I will do a matchday preview, so look out for that one. And on Saturday I will do a vlog of the York City away game, so look out for those two videos. So simply not good enough tonight.
Yesterday away.